Let's make a one-day easy focaccia. This is the breakfast version. 2 cups of warm water. I like mine to be about 110 to 118. 1.5 tablespoons of active dry yeast. 1 tablespoon of honey. Give it a good stir. And because this is active dry yeast, I'm just gonna wait until it starts bubbling just a little bit to let me know that it is still alive. Once I see that, we're gonna continue. It's been about 1 minute. I can see little bubbles forming, so I know my yeast is still good. We're gonna go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of salt. There's 1, and there's 2. We're gonna do 1 tablespoon of oil. Give it a stir. And I'm gonna start adding in my flour. I typically need 4 cups. Please remember that flour is dependent upon the humidity in your home. So I'm using this King Arthur unbleached bread flour. This is 1 cup. Give it a little stir. Now up to about 3.5 cups. I'm gonna stir and see what we got. I want my dough to be slightly stickier than this, so I'm gonna add in just a little bit of water and stir it up. This is closer to the consistency that I want. Yes, it's nice and sticky, so I'm just gonna knock down the sides. And we are gonna cover this and let it sit. This is what it should look like. After 15 minutes, we're gonna do some pull-in stretches. Make sure your hands are nice and wet. And go in. I'm just gonna go all the way around and unstick it. All right. And you're just gonna take a piece here and pull out, slap it over. We're gonna do this 4 times, rotating the bowl as we go. This is our last one. Pull and fold it over. Now we're gonna cover it for 15 more minutes. We've been resting for 15 minutes, and now we're gonna do the exact same thing. So wet your hands. We're gonna go in and we're gonna stretch and fold 4 times. Now we're gonna cover for 1.5 hours. It's been 1.5 hours. We're gonna get out our baking sheets and some parchment paper. Go ahead and oil the pan. Throw your parchment paper on top. Look at how pretty this is. Let's go ahead and dump it out on our surface. The goal is to not break up those bubbles. I am gonna put some inclusions. I want some blueberries. We're gonna fold this into thirds. Let's see. Very gently. And just stretch and fold it over. Be careful as to not agitate the ball. Now I'm going to stretch this real good. And we're going to fold it over. All right, now the fun part, we're going to flip this whole thing over. I'm gonna let it rest covered for another hour. It's been 1 hour. Go ahead and get your focaccia out of the oven. Look at how big and beautiful this thing is. Where more of my toppings come in. Gonna sprinkle my lemon zest. This is the zest of 2 large lemons. And then I'm gonna sprinkle it down with some brown sugar. Now we are gonna get to dimpling. We really don't want to get rid of all of our bubbles. That's what makes focaccia focaccia. But that is what we're looking like. Bake this on your lowest rack on 430 for 18 to 20 minutes. Let me know if you try this recipe and what inclusions you use. Bye guys.